Since breakfast is the most important meal of the day, I think it should also be the most exciting. And instead of having the same old boring breakfast all of the time, I'm making this video to share a week of my breakfast. And whether you love a savory or sweet breakfast, I got you covered. And make sure you don't miss the last recipe, as it's been my latest breakfast obsession. And if you love avocado toast, I know it will be your new favorite as well. Monday morning and I woke up super hungry, so on these days when I want something quick and yummy, I always go back to a classic cheese pita, which only takes a few minutes to make. I started by grabbing a pita out of the freezer and toasting it, and while it's toasting, I'm chopping up some tomato slices. And you know I love to have some fresh fruit as part of my breakfast, so today I'm chopping up an apple and also adding a bunch of red grapes for my fruits this morning. And now my pita is toasted, so I cut it in half and let some of the steam escape. I then added a generous amount of mayonnaise and spread it evenly. I filled my pita with some cheese. I like to use Edam as it's a nice mild flavor. I then added some rocket and my tomato slices and then another slice of cheese. And my breakfast pita is ready. Only takes a few minutes to make, but it's so delicious. These grapes are so good, so yummy, so sweet and nice. And the apple as well, so good. This pita is so simple, so quick to make. I've been obsessed with it recently because I get super hungry in the mornings now, so I want something super fast. So this has been my go-to recently. It's so good. So simple. And for my hot drink, I'm making my healthy version of a hot chocolate, and if you love dark chocolate, you will love this less sweet version of this comforting classic. To make it, I added some oat milk in a saucepan to warm up. I then added a couple heaped teaspoons of cacao powder, a teaspoon of maple syrup, and a small piece of dark chocolate. I whisked it well to make sure everything is incorporated. I let it on the hob so it can get all nice and warm. I served on my favorite mug and enjoyed as my morning snack. Bitter, but I love it. I don't like a sweet hot chocolate. Tuesday, and I decided to experiment with something new today that has been all over Instagram: cottage cheese pancakes. And spoiler alert, this turned out to be one of the best pancakes I've ever made. To make them, I added a banana in my blender, some oats, a couple of eggs, 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese, and a dash of cinnamon. I blended it up and then poured a bit of the batter in my non-stick pan. When bubbles appear on the surface, it's time to flip and let it cook for a few minutes on the other side too. If you're enjoying this video so far, by the way, and would like to see more healthy and easy recipes that taste like the sunshine, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future Mediterranean recipes. Okay, back to the recipe. I continued cooking my pancakes until there was no more batter left. I then served them on my plate, and for toppings I'm doing a mixture of peach, strawberries and raspberries. And for some extra sweetness, I'm drizzling some Greek honey. To increase the protein even more, you can also add Greek yogurt on top, chopped nuts or nut butter. They all would work so well. I'm so excited for this. I rarely crave a sweet breakfast, but today, I don't know, I just woke up and I fancied something sweet. I'm sure I'll have a savory snack later on, but for now, let's have a bite. It's so fluffy, so nice. You can't even taste that it's cottage cheese, and that's what I expected, to be honest, because cottage cheese is quite mild, and since I blended it, it didn't even have the consistency of cottage cheese, so I thought instead of Greek yogurt, to increase the protein, I'd throw in some cottage cheese, because obviously I've seen it all over Instagram and everywhere. So let's try again. Oh my god, that honey is so good. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Thyme honey is the best honey. If you haven't tried thyme honey, you're missing out. It's so flavorful, so fragrant. Oh, it's just the best. One of the best pancakes I've made. I'm not kidding. It's just, they're so good. I think the cottage cheese just added a whole new texture and fluffiness element, which I didn't expect. So I think this one's a winner. I think I'll continue putting cottage cheese in my pancakes because why not, you know? I've also been craving so many peaches and nectarines recently. I bought so many, if you can see. You can't see, but I bought so many. Yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy my sweet breakfast. Good morning, it's Wednesday and I'm starting the day with some fresh fruit, and I'm just so excited it's finally time for all the summer fruits. Today I'm chopping up some watermelon, which, if you ask me, is the ultimate summer fruit. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite summer fruit, by the way. And for my main breakfast, it was actually inspired by last night's leftovers, so since I had some chopped up tomatoes and onions, I decided to make an open-faced breakfast wrap with my leftover salad. I added some olive oil to my pan and cracked a few eggs in to fry. I seasoned with salt and pepper and let them cook for a few minutes until they were fully cooked. And while they're cooking, I'm chopping up an avocado in small pieces to top my breakfast with. I just scooped it out, chopped it up and seasoned with salt and pepper and drizzled some lime juice. And now on to assembling my breakfast. I served the wrap on my plate. I then added 2 eggs and topped with the leftover tomatoes and onion. I added the avocado pieces, and of course I'm also crumbling up some feta to finish it off. I sprinkled some lime juice and added a bit more pepper, and breakfast is ready. This one is so yummy and such a great alternative to your usual toast. Perfect as a quick and easy breakfast when you want something a bit different. On Thursday, I woke up a bit later than usual and didn't have much time to prep breakfast, so I'm going for a bagel with nut butter and banana, as it only takes a few minutes to put together and tastes delicious. I just chopped the banana in slices, and once the bagel was toasted, I spread some almond butter on top. You can also use peanut butter or whatever nut or seed butter you like. I then topped with the banana slices, and breakfast is ready. Another quick breakfast that also tastes delicious. Quick breakfast today because I slept in until 7, which is so nice, and I have to take Els for a walk quickly, but I felt too hungry to go out without anything, so I'll have this and then I might have another second breakfast later on. Haven't had this in so long. Later on, I also wanted something savory, so I'm chopping up a nectarine and also making a pita with cheese and ham, just like the one I made for Monday. But since I also had some of this vegan ham, I'm also adding a few slices of that to increase the protein, and it tastes delicious as well. Breakfast part 2. I've been obsessed with peaches and nectarines these past few weeks. I have at least 1 or like 2 every day, and I could just eat them all day long. I think my favorite is nectarine to peach. Let me know if you agree, because I do like a peach, but I think the skin is a bit fuzzy sometimes for me. So yeah, let me know in the comments, do you like peaches or nectarines or neither? On Friday, I decided to go back to cottage cheese pancakes as they were simply too good and wanted to recreate them, but today I'm trying them without the banana. I just added some oats to my blender, some cottage cheese of course, and a couple of eggs. I blended it up and then cooked them on my non-stick pan. And while they're cooking, I'm chopping up a mango to have on the side. I finished cooking the rest of my batter and then served my pancakes on my plate. I added some of the mango on the side and also some raspberries. And of course topping with some Greek honey, but you can also use maple syrup or even some dark chocolate and let it melt with the heat of the pancakes. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite pancake topping, by the way. And for a savory second breakfast / snack, I'm doing a twist on the classic avocado toast, as I always want something savory when I have a sweet breakfast. While my bread is toasting, I scooped out half an avocado and mashed it up. And this one was not very ripe, so it took a bit of effort to mash. I seasoned with salt and pepper and squeezed some lemon juice. Once my toast was ready, I served it on my plate and added the avocado on one of the slices. I then topped with some za'atar, which has been one of my latest obsessions recently, and then sprinkling a bit of feta to finish it off. And since my avocado wasn't very ripe today, I decided to top the rest of my toast with some hummus. I just added a thick layer of hummus and then topping some of it with cucumber slices and some of it with a bit of rocket, as I couldn't decide what topping I wanted. And this was so yummy and so filling, it acted more as a lunch rather than a snack, but either way it was delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see a full day of eating, you can check out this video, and I'll see you on the next one.